sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. On the Dallas sideline, it is their head coach. His guys losers a week ago trying to get back into the win column here. Across from him, the former defensive coordinator of the Cowboys and the current Commanders head man, Dan Quinn. Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Washington offense is going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led out by the veteran of so many teams. We don't have time to tell you how many teams. Man who's got a lot of jerseys in his closet. It's Josh Johnson.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very
right away. They're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Dante Fowler. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. Their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, Washington.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football, get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
He'll drop to throw. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
It is third and long. Back to throw. This is intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. That is a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking opening drive touchdown. Instead, that third down pick turns into six, Greg.
Yeah, Mike, and every offense all week works on that opening drive. It's such a critical way to get their players and get their offense settled into this game. And as you said, disastrous start, not only turning the ball over, but allowing the defense to capitalize and take it all the way back the other way.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Austin Ekeler and the rest of the Commanders' offense back out onto the field. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Ekeler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll look to throw. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Commander's first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Come on. Set. Cougar night. Ready.
We'll give it to Ekeler on the option. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is when
the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
2nd down, Prescott. But it's ball's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Okay, it's a 3 tight end look, as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Ekeler. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. Down the right sideline. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big connection from Dak to CD. That goes for 58. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And it's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. And it's probably a touchdown.
3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 68.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
So now that's 2 consecutive plays where they end up going backwards. So a sack, a negative run. The biggest thing you have to avoid in the NFL are these negative plays, because now it puts all of the pressure on a third and pass situation. And when a defense can play you one-dimensional, it is a big challenge for any offense.
Here's Tress Way now, as he's on to punt for the second time. To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently second in that category.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
There we go.
Prescott now. That's complete, left side, Pickens. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And they bring them down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pistol now for Prescott. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score! George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Let's go. Gravity lock.
They'll look to throw. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's swung out to Eckler. And he only managed a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. 2nd down, they need 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the air one more time. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up. They'll throw out of the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down, Prescott. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Kill! 47!
Here's Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. KaVontae Turpin on the return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
He's got that complete to Turpin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. And that last throw not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
To throw is Dak. Now a screen set up for Blue. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half?
On 3rd and short, they go with Blue. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a first down picked up.
And I think think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
A give, and here comes Williams. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he'll take it on in. Avante Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will extend his 3rd quarter lead.
Commanders 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. Set. 60.
He'll drop the throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Right side, hauled in by Samuel. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Yeah. Let's go. Right here. There we go, count. 26.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Got one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard
From the
line.
shotgun, it's Dak. A quick slap taken by Lamb. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 6.
Here we go.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Here we go.
Now Prescott. This one is caught by Turpin. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wait, check. Going in.
To throw is Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up
Here's a 2nd and 12.
at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah. Here we go. Going in.
They'll throw again. Dak. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' 1st down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Prescott again. That's to the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
To the air again. Prescott throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and goal for Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
They'll look to throw. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. And he gets more than he needs. 4 yards, the pickup on that 4th and 2. That's caught by Eckler. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
14 yards. That's another Washington Commanders.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson.
Penalty is declined.
We're going to 54. Watch. Yeah! 26.
1st down, Prescott. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's brought down to the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
3rd and 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd down, they need 5. Pistol now for Prescott. He's got that complete to Turpin. And he's out of afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Second and 10.
He was defended by Frankie Louis.
Now Prescott. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Hey, 47. 26.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think offense comes to the sideline now. The quarterback and his wide receivers need targets, because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Wait.
Fourth down, here's Dak. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And third down coming up.
Let's go. 60 vices.
He'll drop to throw. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Let's go, let's go,
The
let's
offense
go.
not coming off the field. And here's fourth down. Back to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he is going to have a Commander's first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
10 at the 47-yard line.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 7. Brings up second and 17 at the 46-yard line.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. They'll drop to throw. Going up top. That is caught. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. He'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And it will be a very Merry Christmas indeed as they get the victory on this December night. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.